Strange Block Beats.
our dreams with hands that bled. Chase the future, never fled. We carved our story in the stone. Every voice here stands alone.
From the ashes we have grown. We are the thunder in the bone. No other nation is like us. We rise from dust, we rise from trust. Through storm and fire, we still combust. No other nation is like us.
Under one flag, we march as one. Under one move, until we're done.
The heartbeats echo in every street. Our rhythm is strong, our rhythm's heat.
Big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. And to the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the beloved CUC family. Big salute to my brother Shawsham. And big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology family. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I got y'all, family. I'm putting everything together right now. The playlist will be up. That way y'all can listen to all the songs at one time. So I got y'all. Let me say this. There's something beautiful going on within the scriptures. So I titled this lesson, The Connection Between Jeremiah, Daniel, Zechariah, and John the Revelator. There's a connection going on. This Bible is so cold. This Bible is so true that I can't see how somebody do not believe in the Most High and his son Yahshua, who are accurate and precise when it comes to scripture, prophecy, and the spirit of his word. This is not a white man's book. This book is not a fairy tale book. This book is a history book, a book of prophecy, a book of Yahshua, and a book of his people. This Bible is a love story between Yahshua and his people. The good, the bad, the ugly. That's really what this Bible is, family. It's a love story. It's a relationship between the Most High through his son through the children of Israel, the good, the bad, the ugly. When you see what the Bible about to bring out today, you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt, even though a lot of y'all already know. But those who may be on the fence, if you would just give Yah a chance and Yahshua a chance to seek to understand and stop seeking to be understood, you will get this. If you would just fall back, seek to understand, and stop always seeking to be understood, you will get this. So I want to say this. Get your Bible. Get you some pen and paper. Write these scriptures down, family. And study. Study to show yourself approved to Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach. Let's get it. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 1 through 3. I give everybody this advice. When you read the scriptures, always start at verse 1. Why, KJ? Verse 1 is your foundation. Verse 1 is going to let you know what is going on in the chapter. Do not jump into the middle of a verse. That's how we have a lot of false doctrine running around, because people cherry pick, jump into the middle of a scripture and say, you see what this say? Now start at verse 1. Let's see what verse 1 say, not the middle of the scripture and what it say. Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 1 through 3. Let's see this connection between these prophets. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 1 through 3. And it reads, the word of Jeremiah, the son of Hezekiah, of the priests that were in Antioch, in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of our Elohim came in the days of Josiah. You heard that, right? The prophecy that Jeremiah is prophesying came in the days of Josiah. Josiah was a righteous king. He was not a wicked king. Josiah was the last king that Elohim liked. He was the last king that Elohim actually liked, Josiah. Verse 2, to whom the word of our Elohim came in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim, which is Josiah's son. So Jeremiah is prophesying in the time of Josiah and in the time of Jehoiakim, which is Josiah's son. What did you want him to know, Elohim? Let's see. Verse 3. It came to pass also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zechariah, the son of Josiah. I want y'all to know this, because it's always good to learn some on your way to learning something. Zechariah is not Josiah's son, family. Zechariah's father is Jehoiakim. So when you read about the lineage of Yahshua and it names Josiah is the father of Zechariah, no, that's his grandson. His father is Jehoiakim. That's Zechariah's father. Josiah is his grandfather, not his father. It's just good to point that out. That is his grandson. His father is Jehoiakim. So the Bible just said that in the end of the 11th year of Zechariah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. So Jeremiah prophesied in the time of Josiah, time of Jehoiakim, into the 11th year of Zechariah, to the carrying away unto Babylon in the what? 5th month. Can we get this out of the mouth or two? Just to bag up that all this did happen in the 11th year of Zedekiah's reign? I think we can, family. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 36 and 1 verse, verse 11. Then we coming right back to Jeremiah chapter 1. Hold your mark. The Bible say line must be up on line and precept on precept. So let's let the Bible do what it do. 2 Chronicles chapter 36. And we coming right back to Jeremiah chapter 1. 2 Chronicles 36 and verse 11. Let's see if it was in his 11th reign. 11th year, 11th year of his reign. 2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 11. And it reads, Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. The Bible holds true. He reigned 11 years. But the prophecy came to Jeremiah in his 11th year when they was getting ready to be carried away to Babylon. The Bible true. It say 11 years. So he did reign 11 years, but it came to Jeremiah in the 11th year of his reign, when they was getting ready to be taken down by Nebuchadnezzar. Knowledge. Let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 3 again. So he did rule for 11 years, just like the Bible said. Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 3 again, because now we got better understanding. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3, we let it be established. Verse 3 again. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, until the end of the 11th year of Zechariah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, until the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. Hold up. You said that they was carried away captive. Why was they carried away captive? What happened? Let's go to Jeremiah 25, verse 1 through 11. Jeremiah 25, verse 1 through 11. This what happened, family, why they was carried away captive. I'm going to have my window open all day. So I'm about to get ready to open up my window. I got a lot of images and things I want y'all to see according to the scriptures. So y'all just bear with me. If anybody have any questions, I will answer your questions at the end. Jeremiah 25, because I wanted to show y'all something real quick. I'm going to have this window open all day, family. So as I read this, let me open up my window so it can get a better understanding. Okay, I want this right here. Here we go. It's a reason why I'm showing this. I'm about to make a point in the scriptures. Jeremiah 25, verse 1 through 11. And it reads, the word came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah. In the 4th year, Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, the which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah, and unto all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 23rd year, the word of our Elohim have come unto me, and now I've spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. So that means from the 13th year to the 23rd year, that means this man went to them 10 years straight. Let me say that again. 10 years straight. Trying to get them to turn back to Elohim and stop sinning. But did they listen? Let's see. Verse 4. And the Elohim have sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor incline your ear to hear. They said, turn ye again now everyone from his evil way, and from the evil of your doing, and dwell in the land that your Elohim have given unto you, and to your fathers forever and ever, and go not after other gods to serve them, and to worship them, and to provoke me to anger with the work of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, said your Elohim, that you might provoke me to anger with the work of your own hands, to your own hurt. Therefore thus said the Elohim of hosts, because ye have not heard my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, said your Elohim, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant. Everybody is his servant. But you, Israel, is a chosen servant. Let me say that again. He set up kings, he bring down kings. Yah used the basis of men. They are all his servants, but you are his chosen servant. So when you hear people try to manipulate scripture thinking they being funny, oh, well, Nebuchadnezzar was his servant. Nebuchadnezzar did not worship Yah. But who can go against his will? Who can tell him they ain't going to do it? Who can buck? Who can throw punches? Nobody. So whatever he say, we all gonna do. But we are the chosen vessels and servants of Yah. We have the oracles. Nebuchadnezzar didn't have no oracle, but he was his servant because he executed his word. Knowledge. I'm in the middle of verse 9. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land and against the inhabitants thereof and against all these nations round about. And I will utterly destroy them and make them an astonishment and a hissing and a perpetual desolation. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness and the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride and the sound of the millstone and the light of the candle. And this whole land, meaning Jerusalem, and this whole land, meaning Jerusalem, shall be a desolation and an astonishment. And these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. Did it actually happen? Absolutely. Check this out. So Jeremiah, he prophesied when Zedekiah and them was getting ready to be taken to Babylon. Let me make my screen bigger so y'all can see everything. I'm talking everything. Okay, let me go back. So we know that Jeremiah prophesied Josiah, Jehoiakim, but the reason why I put Zedekiah, because Zedekiah was the last king of Judah and Jerusalem. Remember, Nebuchadnezzar sacked Jerusalem 3 times. Let me show y'all this. Y'all see what this say? I will overturn, I will overturn, I will overturn. This in the book of Ezekiel. He said, I will overturn 3 times until it be no more, until whose right it is to him it was given, which is Yahshua. So we had no more kings after these 3 kings, which was Jehoiakim, Zedekiah, and Jehoiachin. That's why he said, I will overturn, that's Jehoiakim. I will overturn, that's Zedekiah. I will overturn, that's Jehoiachin. These was the last 3 kings, family. And Jeremiah prophecy came in the time of these kings. So they did go to Babylon, just like the Bible said, for 70 years. KJ, something else is going on, brother. You got to show the connection, though, that Zechariah prophesied the same thing that Jeremiah is talking about. All the prophets spoke the same language. They just worded things different. All the prophets spoke the same language. They just worded it different. All the prophecies are the same. They just worded it different, family. So these were the last 3 kings to rule. Nebuchadnezzar sacked every last one of them because of the rebellion of Judah and Jerusalem. Now ask yourself, where's the 10 tribes at? Because they are teaching that the 10 tribes with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, that we all came to America together. But I want y'all to notice something. You don't hear nothing about the 10 tribes, which is the northern kingdom. Nebuchadnezzar took down Judah and Jerusalem. Where's the 10 tribes, y'all? Family, they was already taken down by the Assyrians. They already in captivity, y'all. Judah and Jerusalem was still in the land when the northern kingdom was taken down. Then Nebuchadnezzar came and sacked them 3 times. But I want you to know, the northern kingdom was already gone, fam. We never went into captivity again together. No more. Ever. Ever. So that's why you keep hearing it say Judah and Jerusalem. It don't say Israel. It don't say southern kingdom and northern kingdom. It say Judah and Jerusalem, which consists of Benjamin, Judah, and some of Levi. I don't hear nothing about no Asher, no Naphtali, no Gad, They was already gone, family. They're already in captivity. Shalmaneser came and took them down. The last king was named Hoshea. This is documented history, family, and biblical truth. So when you hear people say, well, we all over here together, big, bold-faced lie. The northern kingdom was never brought here. I got plenty of lessons on it. That was never brought here, family. So when you hear Mexican talking about they Gad, they Ash, I'm Simeon, I'm Issachar, these are all bold-faced lies. None of these people who claim these tribes are a part of the tribes. There was no Mexicans in Africa, y'all. There was no Hispanics in Africa, y'all. There was no Native Americans in Africa, y'all. When our ancestors was brought here and when the northern kingdom crossed the Euphrates and went to a further country whenever mankind dwelt, which is called Osserit. Today they call Algeria or Algeria. They went to North Africa, family. I'm talking about the 10 tribes. Whenever mankind dwelt. A region within the continent of Africa. You won't find one scripture say they was brought here on slave ships with Judah, Benjamin, and some of Levi. It's not nowhere that I read that is documented. If it is, somebody give it to me. The 10 tribes are scattered on the continent of Africa with still Judah, still got Judah there. Because he scattered Judah, Benjamin, and Levi to the folk army, he just spread us everywhere. But the 10 tribes, that's why he said in the Apocrypha, you have a peaceable multitude coming from the continent, family, because the 10 tribes, they are in a innumerable multitude. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, wherever we were scattered there, we was fewer in number. Knowledge, family. It's just knowledge. That's all. So these are the last 3 kings right here. And he said that they was going for 70 years, right, y'all? That's what it says, 70 years. You going to Babylon. I'm tired of y'all in the land. You're defaulting the land. You ain't keeping the Sabbath. You know, you're doing the feast days for your own pleasure and lust. I got to get you out my face. So I'm sending y'all to Babylon for 70 years. Then I'm going to let you come back. But right now, y'all got to go. Because if I don't kick you out the land, I'm going to do something to you bad. But I don't want to do that to you because I love y'all. Just get out my face. Sound like a black parent, huh? Get out of my face. Y'all got to go. You got to get up out of here. I don't care where you go. Where I'm going to go, mama? Where I'm going to go, daddy? I don't know where you're going to go. Just get out my face, boy. Get out my face, girl. You got to go, man. If I hurt you. Let's go to Zechariah. Because Zechariah, something happened in his time. I got to find out what it is. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 1, y'all, verse 1 through 12. Let me see if I can find this connection. What I just read about this 70-year Babylonian captivity. Let me see if Zechariah prophesied the same thing. Zechariah chapter 1. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1 through 12 because I got to find out, when did Zechariah prophecy come? Because we know that Jeremiah prophecy came in the time of Josiah, Jehoiakim, and Zedekiah. When did Zechariah's come? Watch this, y'all. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 1 through 12. And it reads, in the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, remember that name Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Edu, the prophet, saying, the Elohim have been so displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, that said the Elohim of hosts, turn ye unto me, said the Elohim of hosts, and I will turn unto you, said the Elohim of hosts. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, thus said the Elohim of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways, and from the evil of your doing. But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, said your Elohim. Your fathers, where are they? They dead. And the prophets, do they live forever? Not right now. But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants, the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, like as the Elohim of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways and according to our doings, so have he dealt with us. Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Sabbath, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of our Elohim unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Edu, the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him there were red horses, speckled and white. Then said I, O my Elohim, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, these are they whom my Elohim have sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of our Elohim that stood among the myrtle trees and said, we have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. So these angels on these horses, their job is to walk to and fro through the earth to make sure everybody is where they supposed to be. These angels' jobs is to make sure that everybody is where they supposed to be. Why, KJ? Because everybody have a button that they can push and no flesh won't be saved. So these angels making sure man ain't doing nothing stupid. You know, like pushing the wrong button or something. Unless I shorten the days, no flesh won't be saved. But what else you want us to know, Zechariah? Verse 12. Then the angel of the Elohim answered and said, O Elohim of hosts, how long would thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years? How long is that, y'all? 70 years. Oh. So Zechariah did prophesy the same thing just like Jeremiah, because instead of saying 70 years, he said 70. But it's the same prophecy that Jeremiah is talking about, that we was going to Babylon for 70 years. And Zechariah prophecy came in the time of Darius. But hold up. We got to find something out. Because Zechariah, you are in the time of Darius. That means that a change happened. Because Darius come from the Medes and the Persians. Nebuchadnezzar was the first one to rule in Babylon. And after him came the Medes and the Persians. And Darius was the first one to rule from the Medes and the Persians. So what is going on, KJ? Because Zechariah let us know this is the 70-year Babylonian captivity that he's prophesying about. Just like Jeremiah, that's the connection. That's why Jeremiah and Zechariah, he's a contemporary of Jeremiah. That's why when you read about the 30 pieces of silver, they put Jeremiah in the book of Matthew, chapter 26. But we know that it was Zechariah who prophesied the 30 pieces of silver, because the prophecies are that close. They was all in this Babylonian captivity, fam. Jeremiah and Zechariah. Who else was in it, KJ? We got to go find out. When did Daniel prophecy come to him? Because I just read that in Zechariah, his came in the time of Darius. And we already know what Jeremiah prophesied, but what about Daniel? Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 1. And let me show this on the screen, because Daniel prophecy came. And look on the screen, y'all. So Daniel prophecy came when? Let's go look at it. This Bible is a cold piece of work. Cold piece of work, boy. Daniel, chapter 1, and verse 1 through 7. Daniel, chapter 1, verse 1 through 7. And it reads, in the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim. Oh, y'all, didn't I just read that Jeremiah also prophesied in the time of Jehoiakim? Daniel prophecy also came in the time of Jehoiakim. This is absolutely knowledge. And guess what Daniel had, y'all? Babylonian captive. Verse 1 again. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem and besieged it. We just read that. And the Elohim gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hands, with part of the vessels of the house of Elohim, which he carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his God. And he brought the vessels into the treasury of the house of his God. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and skillful in wisdom, and cunning in knowledge, and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. Do it sound familiar, y'all? We was given another man's tongue, and we was given another man's education. So we had our own tongue and our own educational system. But look where we at today. We speak English, and we are going by another man's education, not Yah's education or our cultural education. Nothing has changed, and there's nothing new under the sun. Daniel and them was of the royal seed, very skillful in knowledge and wisdom and science and many other things. So they went and got the best of the stock of Judah and Jerusalem, that they might stand before Nebuchadnezzar. Verse 5, and the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now among these were the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names. For he gave unto Daniel the name of Belshazzar, and unto Hananiah of Shadrach, and of Mishael of Meshach, and to Azariah Abednego, or a bad Negro. I mean a bad Negro, or Abednego. But I like to say a bad Negro. But I just go with Abednego. But he's a bad Negro. So y'all see how they changed their names? The same thing they did to us, y'all. My name is not what my mama named me. Yah had a name for me. But being in captivity, now we got the master's name, or the slave last name, even the slave first name. These little pet names we got ain't no real names. It don't hold no power. I don't see Yah at the end of my name. So do you see that Daniel also prophesied in the time of Jehoiakim? But I see the name Darius right here, just like Zechariah's. Why is Darius right here? Why is Darius right here? I read Jehoiakim, but it also say that Daniel prophesied in the time of Darius. That mean I gotta give me some understanding, right, y'all? Let's go to Daniel chapter 7. And let me show this now. Daniel chapter 7. The book of Daniel chapter 7. This is Daniel chapter 7. Because now I got to show you the connection between Daniel and Zechariah. Listen very closely, family. Watch this. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sums of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, The four winds of heaven strove upon the great sea. Daniel called these four great beasts. He called them the four winds. Four winds. But are they actually winds? No. Are they actually animals? No. He describing four kingdoms. That Yah is using animals to describe these four kingdoms, or he said the four winds of heaven. What did Zechariah call them? Let's go to Zechariah chapter 1. The connections is beautiful. Now remember, Daniel called them the four winds. Let's go see what Zechariah called them. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 1. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 1. And then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 1. And it reads, in the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of our Elohim unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Edu, the prophet, saying, jump down to verse 12 through 14. 12 through 14. 12 through 14. And it reads, then the angel of our Elohim answered and said, O Elohim of hosts, how long would I not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years, 70 years? And the Elohim answered the angel that talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, cry thou, saying, thus saith the Elohim of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. Jump down to verse 17 to 21. Remember, he called them, talking about Daniel, the four winds, which are these four animals. But Zechariah called them, what, KJ? Verse 17 to 21. Cry yet, saying, thus said the Elohim of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Then I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, four horns, but he called them the four winds. But Zechariah called them what? Four horns. Let me say that again. Daniel called them four winds. Zechariah called them four horns. What was the job of these four horns? Just like the four winds. Let me read it to you. Verse 18. Then I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, four horns. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, what be these? And he answered me, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me four carpenters. These are angels. Then said I, what come these to do? And he spake, saying, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head. But these are come to fray them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles. What did he just call them in the book of Daniel? Four winds. What did he just call them in Zechariah? Four horns. Who are these four horns? Nebuchadnezzar, Medes and the Persian, the Greeks, and then Rome. Who are the four winds? Nebuchadnezzar, Medes and the Persian, the Greeks, and then Rome. Knowledge. Do you see the connection? Do you see the connection? Verse 19. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, what be these? And he answered me, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me four carpenters. Then said I, what come these to do? And he spake, saying, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head. But these are come to fray them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their horns over the land of Judah, to scatter it. Now, we got to go back, because Daniel made it very clear that he was talking about four winds. But Zechariah made it very clear, man, I'm talking about four horns, which are the same as the four winds, family. You see how he worded it different? He called it 4 horns. Daniel called it 4 winds. But it's the same thing. Talking about the same Gentile 4 kingdom dynasty. Nebuchadnezzar, Medes and the Persian, Greeks, and then Rome. Let's go back to Daniel chapter 7, because now we got better understanding now. They just word these things different, family, but it's the prophecies that Yahshua is giving them. It's the same prophecies about Babylon, Medes and the Persian, the Greeks, and then Rome. Daniel chapter 7. And your brother K. Judah going to read verse 1 through 8. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sons of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of heaven strove upon a great sea, and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. Hold up. The first was like a what? Oh, right there. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I beheld to the wings that was plucked. And it was lifted up from the earth and made to stand upon the feet as a man. And a man's heart was given to it. Why? Because now Nebuchadnezzar got some knowledge after he was talking goofy. The Most High made that man eat like an animal for 7 years. But boy, when he came back from eating that grass like an animal, boy, a man's heart was given to you, Nebuchadnezzar. Now you know that the Most High rule in the kingdom of men, brother, and not you. So a man's heart was given to Nebuchadnezzar, which is some understanding. Verse 5, I beheld another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs of a mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. This is the Medes and the Persians. Verse 6, after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. This is the Greeks. You remember Alexander died, and then it was split between the 4 generals. Verse 7, after this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Let me show you this. The Bible say prove everything, right? These are the 10 horns right here. These are the 10 horns. Now I want you to notice at the top, you got the Herlians, you got the Vandals, and you have the Achagites. Now something happened in history, and I'm about to read it to you. Remember, he said 10, right? Watch verse 8. Verse 8, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. Who is the little horn, family? I'm coming right back to this picture. This is the little horn that the Bible is talking about. Y'all see that little horn? This little horn right here is who everybody called Papa. This little horn is who everybody called the holiest man on earth. This little horn is who people call Holy Father. They confess their sins to this man. This man speak great words against the Most High. They shall wear out the saints of, oh, who is this? This the Pope. This little horn and the man that speak great words against the Most High is Vatican City. Popes. They change times and laws. The popes. Let's go back to the other picture, because I got to prove to you that 3 of them was plucked up by the roots. This is documented history. When I made this little chart, you can go look all these names up, and all these men ruled in Rome. And they tried to revive Rome. But something happened, though. I'm about to read it to you. Check this out. Verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Who was these 3 horns that was plucked up by the roots, KJ? Is it documented history? Can we find it? Absolutely, you can find it, family. Watch this. Y'all ready for this? I'm about to read it to y'all right now. The destruction of the 3 tribes. Let me say that again. The destruction of the who? The 3 tribes. I'm going to get straight to the point. It says the emperor Zeno arranged a treaty with the Ostrogoths in 487 AD, which led to the eradication of the Hurrians. I just showed y'all that in 493 AD. And later, Justinian destroyed the Vandals in 534 AD and crippled the power of the Ostrogoths in 538 AD, thereby eliminating all powers that had limited the power and influence of the Pope. So the 3 that the little horn plucked up by the roots was the Hurrians, the Vandals, and the Ostrogoths, which left 7 heads. Just like the Bible say, 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon the horns, 10 crowns. Y'all are looking at the 10th resurrection of the old Roman Empire through the European Union right now. They are trying to revive that Holy Roman Empire. And they doing it right now before your eyes. That's why the Bible say mystery Babylon. A mystery is something that has not yet been revealed. And everybody must have forgot about the Inquisition and the Catholic Church. Because now they think the Catholic Church is the holiest people on earth, along with the popes. But it's something you must remember. The Pope get his power from Satan the devil and his seat, and gave him great authority. Knowledge now. So we got the Hurrians, they got plucked up. We got the Vandals, they got plucked up, like the Bible say 3 was plucked up by the roots. And you got the Ostrogoths, they was plucked up. Justinians, he tried to revive it. Charlemagne, he tried to revive it. Otto, he tried. Charles V, he tried. Napoleon Bonaparte, he tried. Benito Mussolini, he tried. KJ, did he really try? Oh, let me show you this. Here y'all go right here. KJ deal with facts. Y'all brother deal with the facts. I just know facts. It said, if forgot fascist legacy, Benito Mussolini role in preserving ancient Roman monuments. Many people may be surprised by the role the fascist leader Benito Mussolini played in conserving Roman monuments in the 20th century. Elena Campbell investigates how his regime used these monuments, which portray the idea of ancient Rome, to recreate Italian supremacy in the Mediterranean 2,000 years later. He was the last one who really tried to get Rome back on the right track, and it never can get back on track, y'all. It can never get back on track, fam. So what I just showed y'all with these names, this is documented. And I can also give, and I can also give you all the dates when they died. This is what I mean when I say seek and you shall find. Study, seek, and you shall find. See, I want to find, so I seek. The Bible is true. He said 3 was plucked up by the roots. This documented history that these 3 really was plucked up by the roots. They was eliminated. Where you think they get the word vandalized from? It came from Vandals, vandalized. Have you ever heard of a people today called the Vandals? No, you haven't. They was eliminated. What about your Ostrogoths? Nope. They was eliminated. What about the Hurlians? You never heard no people call these people because they was eliminated, fam. 3 was plucked up by the roots, like the book said. They were plucked up. Now, watch this though. Jump down to verse 15 through 17 in the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 15 through 17. Because remember, first he said the 4 winds. But what is this describing, KJ? Is it really talking about animals? No, family. Listen, verse 15. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. And I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are 4 kings, which shall arise out of the earth. There y'all go, family. These are 4 kings, y'all. But he's describing them as animals. And he also described them as 4 horns or the 4 winds. But it's describing 4 kings, which is Nebuchadnezzar, Medes and the Persian, Greeks, and Rome. Do y'all see the connection with Jeremiah and Zechariah? Daniel and Zechariah. They prophesied the same thing, fam. But they all wording it different. But it's the prophecies that Yah is giving them. It's the same prophecies about them going to Babylon for 70 years. And then he took them all the way down into the future. With these great beasts rising. And the 4th beast should be the last kingdom upon earth, which is Rome, not America, y'all. Rome. I don't understand how he told me the 4th beast should be the 4th kingdom upon earth, which should devour the whole earth. And everybody say, lie. Yah, you are lying. It's America. You just gonna tell Yah that it's not the 4th beast no more. You're gonna just put America in the place of the 4th beast, and the 4th beast is Rome. And y'all gonna say, no, Yah lying. It's America. America is a daughter of her mother. Her mother is Rome. She is the filthy, wicked whore that he's talking about in Revelation 17. And y'all gonna say, Yah, you don't know what you're talking about. That's America. And this man is telling you this is a religious entity that destroy you with the wine of her fornication, meaning false doctrine that didn't come from America. It came from Rome. Because America get her doctrine from her mother, Rome, Vatican City. I just deal with the facts. Now, if you believe America is mystery Babylon, that's not a mystery to me. I know America wicked. A mystery is something that ain't yet been revealed. We know America wicked. How is that a mystery? And everybody then called this place the great Satan. But boy, nobody think the Pope in Vatican City is wicked. That's why you got 1.some billion people that love the Pope. But boy, it's a mystery. Inwardly, he's a raven wolf. And he ain't no dumb Pope. None of them popes are stupid. That's why the Bible say he understand dark sayings. These popes got some knowledge. Don't think they stupid. Because they not. We just dealing with the facts, man. So as you see on the screen, these are those who try to revive that Roman Empire. But something happened that Daniel, if you are in the time of Darius and he said 70 years, why are Daniel still there in the time of Darius? See, Daniel, he didn't understand. He was like, hold up, man. Why I'm still here in Babylon? You said 70 years. But Daniel was still there in the time of Darius' rule. Let me show you that. Let's go to Daniel chapter 9, verse 1 through 2. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 1 through 2. Listen to this, y'all. See, this is why Daniel had to go read Jeremiah. Because he was like, hold up, man, something ain't right. He said 70 years. Why I'm still here? Because Darius was the one that let the Jews go back, meaning he put it into writing. He made a decree in the book of Ezra. He let the Jews go back home. But Daniel is still in Babylon. So Daniel said this right here. Daniel chapter 9, verse 1 and 2. In the first year of Darius. Oh, y'all remember Zechariah also prophesied in the time of Darius. But it said that Daniel prophesied in the time of Jehoiakim and Darius. Now we get into Daniel actually prophesying in the time of who? Darius. just like Zechariah, y'all. In the first year of Darius, the son of Hazarias, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years, what of the word of our Elohim came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he will accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem. There y'all go. You see? So Daniel had to go read that thing like, hold up, man. You said the desolation was 70 years. I'm still here in the time of Darius. But Darius is the one that gave the decree, family, to let the Jews go back. Now, I want you to notice this. All the Jews did not go back, family. This is documented history. Some stayed in Babylon. Like Daniel is still in Babylon, even though Darius gave the decree for the Jews to go back home in the book of Ezra, chapter 1. It even give you the names of the people that went back, like Zerubbabel and Joshua and all them, which was the governor and one was the priest. Joshua was the priest. Zerubbabel was the governor. You can also find this in the book of Zechariah about Zerubbabel and Joshua. This Bible is connected, family. This Bible is so beautiful, so potent, so full of truth, man. How can you not see these things? And you're going to talk about this a white man's book? What? There is not one scripture written that Yah gave the word through the prophets and our ancestors of a Gentile, of no other nation. This is all written and documented through the mouth of Yahshua from his father to the children of Israel, holy men, as they was moved by the Spirit. They jotted it down, but they didn't write down what they wanted. Because every time I read chapters and verses in the first book of each book, it say, thus said the Elohim. It don't say, thus said Jeremiah or thus said Ezekiel. It say, thus said Elohim. Write down what I tell you. So I don't understand how man wrote the Bible. It say, thus said Elohim. Not thus said what y'all saying that man wrote it, and yeah, man did jot it down, but he didn't write down what he wanted to write down. He wrote down what he was told to write down. Ain't nobody that smart to put this book together and compile all this information like that. Beautiful as the Lord had did it. And I'm so thankful for him that he's got it scattered everywhere, because now we got to seek him 10 times harder than before. This ain't no novel. This is a book of prophecy. And to get the answers, you're going to have to eat and seek. And if you ain't got the desire to do that, you just won't understand what it's saying. But if you got that appetite and desire to eat, you're going to get that understanding. It's for those that won't understand it. And with all you're getting, get wisdom, but you better get you some understanding. So I'm all about the understanding. Wisdom is all big words and fancy words. No, do you understand what you read, though? It sounds good what you're saying, preacher man, but did you get understanding of it? Break it down for me. If you can't break it down, you just sound real good when you use a word, but no understanding. I won't understand it. So do y'all see that Daniel did prophesy in the time of Darius? Now, how did we get from Nebuchadnezzar to Darius? What happened? Because the Bible said that we was going to be in Babylon for 70 years, and then the kingdom was going to transfer to the Medes and the Persians. How did this happen? Because he said that Babylon was going to be a perpetual desolation. He wasn't talking about Nebuchadnezzar Babylon, family. Nebuchadnezzar Babylon was not taken down by many nations. Nebuchadnezzar Babylon, it was not burned with fire. It wasn't no battle. It wasn't no major war. None of these things happened. So what Babylon is he talking about? He going to make a perpetual desolation. That's the question you have to ask yourself. What Babylon is he talking about? You're not talking about Nebuchadnezzar Babylon, because I'm finna show you what happened to his son. Let's go to Daniel chapter 5, verse 1 through 12. Watch this, y'all. Daniel 5, verse 1 through 12. Something happened, y'all. And the kingdom went from Nebuchadnezzar's son to the Medes and the Persian. It was not no perpetual desolation. How can it be a perpetual desolation when you got the Medes and the Persian, then you got the Greeks and the Romans got to come behind the Medes and the Persian? So it was not made a perpetual desolation. So what Babylon is you talking about? You're going to make a perpetual desolation. You're looking at it on the screen, man. Talking about the EU. This how Rome revived themselves, family, through the Big Ten. It's called the Big Ten. Why you think it got 10 crowns on their head? Because it's called the Big Ten. Why you think the stone hit the 10 toes? Because it's called the Big Ten, which is European nations who consists of the European nations, which was 10 nations to form it. And then the Pope, he got his hand up in it. That's why they signed the Treaties of Rome, to bring all of Europe together under one market, family. And guess who the head of all this? The Pope. The Pope. He's the head of the seat. He's the man. That's why it's called the Treaties of Rome. Rome is Vatican City, which is the Pope. And it consists of these 10 nations that form this European Union. Documented, family. Seek and you shall find. This is Daniel chapter 5, verse 1 through 12. Let's see how the kingdom was transferred from Nebuchadnezzar's son to the Medes and the Persians. Let me see if I can find out that it was a battle or a war or a perpetual desolation. Verse 1. Belshazzar, king, made a great feast to 1,000 of his lord, and he drank wine before the thousands. Belshazzar, while he tasted the wine, commanded to bring the gold and the silver vessels, which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple, which was in Jerusalem, that the king and his princes, his wives, and his concubines might drink therein. Then they brought the golden vessels that were taken out of the temple of the house of our Elohim, which was at Jerusalem, and the king and his princes and his wives and his concubines drank in them. They drank wine and praised the gods of gold and of silver, of brass, of iron, of wood, and of stone. Now listen here, you goofy king. Now, if you would have drank out of the cups, you probably wouldn't even got in trouble. But boy, when you start to praise the gold of silver and cups and all that, boy, you are in trouble, boy. You giving praise to some cups. You know you were drunk, sloppy drunk. You praising cups of silver and gold. So for you doing this, I wonder what happened. Let's find out. Verse 5. In the same hour came forth the fingers of a man's hand, and wrote over against the candlestick upon the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote. Then the king's countenance was changed. Oh, you ain't drunk no more, huh? And his thoughts troubled him, so that the joints of his loins was loose, and his knees smote one against another. I bet that drunkenness is gone. The king cried aloud to bring the astrologers, the Chaldeans, the soothsayers. And the king spake and said to the wise men of Babylon, whosoever should read this writing and show me the interpretation thereof should be clothed with scarlet and have a chain of gold about his neck, and should be the third ruler in the kingdom. Then came in all the king's wise men, but they could not read the writing, they not wise, nor make known to the king the interpretation thereof. Then was the king Belshazzar greatly troubled, and his countenance was changing him, and his words was astonished. So the queen, by reason of the words of the king and his lords, came into the banquet house. And the queen spake and said, O king, live forever. Let not thy thoughts trouble thee, nor let the countenance be changed. There is a man, hallelujah, in thy kingdom, hallelujah, in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. And in the days of thy father, light and understanding and wisdom, like the wisdom of the gods, was found in him, whom the king Nebuchadnezzar, thy father, the king, I say, thy father made master of the magicians, astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers. For as much as an excellent spirit and knowledge and understanding, interpreting of dreams, and showing of hard sentences, and dissolving of doubt, was found in the same Daniel, Hebrew, Daniel, Israelite. Why he didn't just give the dream, the interpretation, to his soothsayers and astrologers? Why he did not speak to any person that was of Babylon? You know why? Because Yah and Yahshua worked through his people Israel. So he gave the understanding to Daniel. He didn't give it to none of the other people. So when I be hearing all these people talking about, I saw Jesus sitting on the throne, you ain't see Jesus sitting on no throne. You saw Kid Rock, Seizure Boy Jail, standing on stage playing the guitar. But you ain't see no Yahshua HaMashiach, or who they call Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Yashi. You ain't see him on no throne. Stop. Because every time I ask y'all what he looked like, I couldn't see nothing. I just saw a light. Some of y'all so bold, you just lie and say he had long hair and blue eyes. So he let you see his face, huh? So why do y'all need to come to y'all when we got Seizure Boy Jail? You're seeing your white guard every day. He don't got to come to you. He hanging on your pews, your church windows, and your mama house, and your daddy house. He right there, Seizure Boy Jail. But the real Yahshua HaMashiach, we know y'all ain't seen him. Stop it. Just lie. You know why? Because he go through Israel. That's why Israel was the only one heard the voice from the mountain. Israel received the law. Israel received the statutes. Israel received the charge, the Levitical priesthood, the giving of the law, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, to be teachers, to bring all the sons and daughters, if they choose, back to Elohim. If they want to know our Elohim, they got to come under the banner of our Elohim and his son Yahshua. Other than that, he deal with the Hebrew Israelite. He don't deal with nobody else. Everybody had a dream in the Bible. They had to go get an Israelite to interpret their dreams. Y'all ever notice that? Pharaoh had a dream. Who they had to go get? Joseph. Nebuchadnezzar had some visions and dreams. Who he had to go get? Daniel. Who did his son have to go get? Daniel. This is knowledge, family. Understand who you are. You are greater than what you think you are. And stop diminishing yourself to make other people feel good. Yes, you are above all nations. And yes, you are better than other people. We got to stop it, man. Stop being afraid and diminishing yourself to make other people feel good. Now you're going to tell yourself, we ain't better than nobody. Who told you that bold-faced lie? Can't nobody do what you do. Ain't nobody like you. So you're going to diminish yourself to make other people feel good. I bet they don't diminish themselves to make you feel good. They think they better than you. And they work 10 times as hard to show you they better than you. But they'll never amount or accomplish what they seek. Because you are better than all people and above all people. Because y'all made you that way. Embrace who you are and stop diminishing yourself to make other people feel good. I'm not going to never do that. My confidence is out the roof. You can call it arrogant. You can call it what you want. I call it confident. I hold my head up high, not down. I am a son of Yah. And I walk with the pride of Yah. I boast in Yah. I boast in Yahshua. I'm not having my head down. I walk with confidence. Not with low self-esteem. So stop diminishing yourself for other people. It's not good. Don't look good on you, Israel. Don't do that. Do not do that. Now, hold up. This man saw a part of a hand. It wrote on the plaster. The queen came and told that boy, man, you better go get Daniel. Because in the time of your father, when your father had his dream, he went and got Daniel. And guess what? And found in Daniel was an excellent spirit. And he got the knowledge of the holy gods. See, all these people know about our Elohim, y'all. They know about the Most High in the heavens. Who are the holy gods y'all think she talking about? The one dwelling in the heavens. But you see that the holy gods ain't dealing with them. He dealing with Daniel. So listen to this. This is so beautiful, man. Listen to this. So as I'm reading this, something happened, y'all. And y'all need to listen to what happened. Jump down to verse 16 and 17. Jump down to verse 16 and 17. Listen to this. And I heard of thee, that thou canst make interpretations and dissolve doubts, just like the queen said. Now, if thou canst read the writings and make known to me the interpretation thereof, thou shalt be clothed with scarlet and have a chain of gold about thy neck, and shall be the third ruler in the kingdom. Then Daniel answered and said before the king, let thy gifts be to thyself, and give thy rewards to another. Yet I will read the writing unto the king and make known to him the interpretation. So they had to go get our beloved Daniel to interpret this dream to Nebuchadnezzar's son, who was so drunk and goofy that he started to praise cups, gold and silver. You got in trouble, boy. So for you doing this, Daniel about to interpret something to you, and it is not pretty. Jump down to verse 25 to 31. Verse 25 to 31. And it reads, and this is the writing that was written, many, many tekel upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing, many. God has numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balance and are found wanting. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians. Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck and made a proclamation concerning him, that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. And in that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain, and Darius. Who, KJ? And Darius. Who did Zechariah prophesy? In Darius. Who did Daniel prophesy? In the time of Darius, he took over the kingdom, being 62 years old, just like the Bible said. KJ, can you get this out of the mouth of 2 or 3, brother? To read what you just read just now, that Darius took over, 70 years had to be accomplished on Judah and Jerusalem, and then the Medes and the Persians was supposed to come in and take over the kingdom. Did it happen like that, brother? Let's go to 2 Chronicles 36. And I got a few more scriptures after this. 2 Chronicles 36, 11 through 13. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. 2 Chronicles 36, 11 through 13. Let's get this out of the mouth of 2 or 3. We let it be established. I'm going to go to the last king, which is Zedekiah, because that's when they was taken down in the time of Zedekiah. So let's deal with him. 2 Chronicles 36, verse 11 through 13, that I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of our Elohim, his power, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet, speaking from the mouth of our Elohim. And he also rebelled against Nebuchadnezzar, who made him swear by Elohim, but he sniffed his neck and hardened his heart from turning unto our Elohim, the power of Israel. Jump down to verse 17. Verse 17. Therefore he brought upon them the king of the Chaldeans, who slew their young men with the sword in the houses of their sanctuary, and had no compassion upon young men, or maiden, on old men, on him that stood for age. He gave them all into his hand. Jump down to verse 20 and 21. Verse 20 and 21. And them that had escaped from the sword carried he away to Babylon, where there were servants to him and his sons, unto the reign of the kingdom of Persia, to fulfill the word of our Elohim by the mouth of Jeremiah, unto the land have enjoyed her Sabbaths. For as long as she lay desolate, she kept Sabbaths, to fulfill 70 years, which is 70 years. Knowledge. Cold piece of work. What else you want us to know, KJ? According to the scriptures. Let's go back to Daniel's chapter 7, verse 15 to 21. Do y'all see the connection? Now we're going to deal with Daniel and John and Revelator, because they also have prophecies that are the same. So we dealt with Jeremiah to Zechariah, Zechariah to Daniel, Daniel to Jeremiah. Now we're going to deal with Daniel to John and Revelator. And I'm almost done. I got a few more scriptures after this. I think like 4. Daniel's chapter 7, verse 15 to 21 this time. Daniel's chapter 7 and verse 15 to 21. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. And I came near to one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made known the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Then I will know the truth of the fourth beast. All Daniel cared about was the fourth beast. Why, family? Because it was terrible. There was no beast or animal in the animal kingdom that he can describe the fourth beast to. So he just called it a terrible beast. Then I will know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devour and break in pieces, and stamp the residue with his feet, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the others which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. And I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them. Jump down to verse 23 to 25. 23 to 25. Thus he said, the fourth beast, no America. The fourth beast, KJ, you got it wrong. It's America. The fourth beast should be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which should be diverse from all kingdoms, and should devour the whole earth, no America, and should tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings. I just showed y'all that. Remember, you're looking at the 10th resurrection right now at the picture that's on the screen. Just like the Tower of Babel. If you look at the EU building, they did not finish the building at top on purpose, because it's the Tower of Babel all over again. When all people try to come together to overthrow Yah, that's what they're trying to do all over again. Bringing many nations together. Because even though the European Union consists of 100 and some nations, it's only going to be 10, like Yah said. That's what it's going to be, 10. They're going to make the decisions. 10 nations, not 135 or 46, however many nations they got that's with the European Union. He said 10, it's going to be 10. Verse 24, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise out of the earth, and should be diverse from the first, and should subdue 3 kings, and he should speak great words against the Most High, and should wear out the saints of the Most High, and should think to change times and laws, and they should be given into his hand until a time, 1 year, times, 2 years, and a dividing of times, half a year. That's 3.5 years. That's how long that little horn is going to rule this earth, for 3.5 years. This the little horn right here. And look at what beast. Look at the beast. This the little horn, family, that's going to rule for 3.5 years, and he's going to wear out the saints. That's why the Bible told you, I saw the souls of them that was beheaded for the witness of Yahshua. Because you either going to worship him, or you're going to worship Yahshua, or Yahweh Yashi. And guess what else? We are going to worship the master. Y'all remember, my sheep hear my voice and another they won't follow? We're not going to follow this little horn. If we got to lose our life, we're going to lose our life with dignity and honor and integrity, standing on our feet as a man and a woman. We are not bound down to you, little horn. We are not going to bow down to the image that you are going to build, that's going to talk and walk. And whoever don't worship the image that you create, that's going to walk and talk, they're going to be killed. And we are not bowing down to anything other than Yah. We reverence Yah. We don't reverence statues and idols and man. Nope. Only Yah. Only Yah. So this little horn, he will appear one day. When the Son of Man, the son of perdition, is revealed, you will know exactly who he is. Satan will embody him. Let me say that again. Satan is going to embody him when he's revealed. Satan's going to you're going to be actually looking at the devil. And that day is coming fast, y'all. Now remember though, Daniel is breaking down this beast, right? It's the same beast that I read about in Revelation. Let me show y'all something. The only difference with this beast It consists of all the beasts in one, but it's the same beast in the book of Daniel. Look at this beast. This is Revelation 13 beast, right? Let me read it to you. But it's the same beast in the book of Daniel. But in this beast, it was one. Let's go to Revelations 13, 1 through 8. And I got like 4 or 5 more scriptures. Hold on, family. Had to give me some water, family. Okay, let's get it. Revelation 13, verse 1 through 8. Now remember, he speak great words against the Most High. He got a mouth speaking great things. Did John the Revelator say the same thing that Daniel said? I think he did. Revelations 13. And let's see if this beast is the same in the book of Daniel chapter 7. Revelation 13, verse 1 through 8. And I stood up on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Where we get the 7 heads from, y'all? Y'all remember, 3 of them was plucked up by the roots, which left what? 7. Now it's saying 7 heads and 10 horns. But in the book of Daniel, they didn't have crowns on their head, but these 10 have crowns. This is the European Union, family. Let me show you a picture. This is what he's looking at. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? Right. Nope. Right here. There y'all go. Y'all see the crowns on their head? Right there. It's the European Union that you're looking at. Verse 1 again. I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And upon his horns, 10 crowns. They didn't have crowns on in the book of Daniel, but it's the same beast. But I'm about to show you what happened to this beast, and then you're going to have better understanding. Something happened within this beast. Now remember, they tried to revive the Roman Empire 10 times. That's why he say 10 horns, and these 10, they were supposed to rise and fall, right? Now watch this, though. Something happened, though. I'm about to read it to you. Having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. That's the Greek Empire. And his feet was the feet of a bear. That's the Mede and Persian Empire. And his mouth is the mouth of a lion. That's that Nebuchadnezzar Empire. And the dragon. Oh, y'all receive? Look, he just called that 4th beast a dragon. Who is the dragon in the Bible? Satan the devil, y'all. So why when he got to the 4th beast, he said the dragon? Because he get his power from Satan the devil. Listen to this. Watch. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and the deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. Your question should be, when was this deadly wound healed, and when did this deadly wound happen? Who healed the deadly wound, and when did this deadly wound happen? I love y'all so much, I'm going to do the digging and go find the information for my family. I got the documentation, y'all. Let me show you. This is when the deadly wound happened, family. I'm about to read it to y'all right now. Here we go. Right here. I'm about to read it to y'all right now, family. Now, the Bible just said that one of the heads, as it was wounded to death, right? He say, but the deadly wound was healed. This is invasion by barbarian tribes. It says the most straightforward theory for Western Rome's collapse, pinned the fall of a string of military losses sustained against outside forces. Rome had tangled with Germanic tribes for centuries, but by the 300 barbarian groups, like the Goths. Oh, y'all remember the Ostrogoths had encroached beyond the empire's borders. The Romans withered a Germanic uprising in the late 4th century. But in 410, the Visigoths, King Alaric, successfully sacked the city of Rome. The empire spent the next several decades under constant threats before the Eternal City was raided again in 455, this time by the Vandals. Finally, in 476, listen again. Finally, in 476, the Germanic leader Odessa staged a revolt and deposed the emperor Romulus Augustulus. From then on, no Roman emperor would ever again rule from a post in Italy, leading many to cite 476 as the year the Western Empire suffered its death blow. Y'all remember, it received a deadly wound, which is called a death blow. This happened in 476 AD. But the deadly wound was healed through who? Revelation 13, verse 1 and 2. This beast, which is the European Union. They got 10 crowns on their head, family. You won't find nobody in America that have 10 crowns on their head that's a leader. What? Okay, if this beast is America, what part of America represents this beast? Because Nebuchadnezzar was the lion, the Medes and Persian, which is Russia and Iran. What symbol do Russia have? It's the bear. The Persian is Iran, family. Russia also go by the name as the Medes, which is the bear. The Greeks, Macedonians, that's Alexander and them. That's European nation. And then you got Rome. Guess what? Another European nation. This ain't got nothing to do with America, y'all. America gonna get dealt with, but this is talking about the European Union, fam. I'm just going by what I can read, not what somebody want me to believe. When Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, family, the stone which represent Yahshua hit 10 toes. America, what 10 toes represent America? I'm just asking. Because the 10 toes represent the European Union, and that's what the stone hit, because they was the fourth beast that was ruling in the end. But they revived themselves, took a deadly wound, but revived themselves through the European Union. That's why you got 10 toes, 10 crowns on their head, 10 nations. It's not America. It's not America. It's the EU, European Union. European Union, family. Okay, let me keep going. Revelation 13, verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things. Didn't Daniel say that? He had a mouth speaking great things, just like the book of Daniel, right? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. How long is 42 months? A time, and the dividing the time is 3.5 years, family. Just like in the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. They should be given into his hand until a time, and the dividing the time. But in Revelation, it say 42 months, which is still 3.5 years. Verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Elohim, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And he was given unto him, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindred and tongue and nations. Did not the Bible say in Daniel chapter 7 that the fourth beast should devour the whole earth? That's what the book say, right? He said the fourth beast. Now he telling you this same beast is going to have power over all nations, tongues, and languages, and he's going to wear out the saints. America didn't already wear you out, Israel. What more can they do to you? Y'all see what I'm saying? So if this already happened, America then wore us out for over 500 years. How can this be America? Because this time that I'm reading right now is a set time, which is called the hour of temptation. And I got a lesson coming up about the hour of temptation. That time hasn't happened yet. What temptation and testing have KJ been through? I haven't been through it yet, fam. Now, do I go through trials and tribulations and testing of the enemy? Yes, we all do. But this hour of temptation is a totally different ball game. I mean, this is the time when your fate is really going to be put to the test. Because this man that's going to wear out the saints, he is going to be ruthless. When I say ruthless, have you ever heard the Bible say this man is going to kill wonderfully? How you kill somebody wonderfully? How do you kill somebody wonderfully? That mean this man is going to kill, I mean, just be killing. Verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So there y'all go. Now I got to get to Revelation 17, who everybody that, I mean, just lying to my beloved nation of Israel. Now watch when I read Revelation 17. I'm going to show you a picture, and I want you to tell me, is this America or is this Vatican City, which is a religious entity? Let me say that again. What Revelation 17 is talking about, a religious entity, which call herself the Mother Church. Let's go to Revelation 17, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more scriptures after this. Revelations 17. Revelation 17, family. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1 through 6. 1 through 6, family. Revelation 17, verse 1 through 6. Now, let me show you this picture while I'm reading this, and you tell me who this is talking about. Okay? Let's read this. Now, all I'm asking is okay if you disagree with your brother KJ, because disagreement should not be like, because I'm not trying to be right, fam. I'm just trying to be effective. I let other people want to be right and all that. I don't care about none of that. I'm asking, what I'm about to read, I want y'all to let me know, is this talking about America or is this talking about a religious entity who wear the clothes that I'm about to describe? And who have a golden cup in his hand. Let's find out, is it talking about America or a religious entity? That's all I'm asking. Revelation 17, verse 1 through 6. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sit upon many waters. Waters represent the people, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, because of lies, false doctrine. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Just like in Isaiah chapter 29. Y'all remember? You stagger, but not with strong drink. What y'all think he was talking about? He was talking about lies. Not wine, lies. We staggering with lies. So just like in Revelation 17, you have drunk the wine of her fornication. Who is the her? The Mother Church, Vatican City, which is the Catholic Church. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit up on a scarlet colored beast. What the beast colors was, KJ? A scarlet colored beast. Who wear scarlet? The popes. Who wear red and purple? The popes. But they telling y'all this America. And I'm sitting up here showing you a picture right in front of you where these men got on all these scarlet. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Verse 3, man. So he carried me away into the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit up on a scarlet colored beast full of name of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet. What y'all see on the screen? Purple and scarlet. What you see on the screen? Purple and scarlet. Come on, family. And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand. Look at that cup in the Pope's hand. Full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. Oh, you the mother of harlots. All religion come from Rome. You sit up here talking about America. America ain't your mother. America ain't the mother of Rome. Rome don't get her religion from America. America get her religion from Rome, which is her mother. All people with these denominations come from Rome. That's your mama. You talk like your mama. You teach like your mama, and you lie like your mama, and you worship false holidays like your mama. Your mama is Vatican City, Rome. And your mama, y'all call her a filthy whore. I'm just going by what the book say. Call her a whore because she's a fornicator. She fornicate with everybody through lies and manipulation of false doctrine of the scriptures. So she is filthy and she's abominable. That's why you had a woman riding a beast with scarlet and purple and red and all them colors decked with gold and precious stones. When you look at Vatican City, look at the ceiling of the wall, naked angel babies. Whoever supposed to be God naked and everybody touching fingers and playing pity pat. Make it make sense. Verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name rich in mystery, Babylon the great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. What else, KJ? Watch this. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Y'all remember, he shall wear out the saints. So who you think this blood that this woman got in her mouth? She drinking the blood of the saints because he killing, family. Who is the man that's killing? Vatican City Pope. Because he going to be with the beast system, which is Revelation 13. Because whoever the man that's going to be over the economic part of this beast system, he is called the temporal leader. Then you got the false religious leader, which is one of these popes, the son of perdition, whoever is going to be when he's revealed. None of these things have happened yet. You even got people talking about Elon Musk and Donald Trump is the son of perdition and a false prophet, and Elon Musk don't know a lick of scripture. He just goofy. And they gonna say this man is a false prophet. People just say anything, man. Anything. Donald Trump is not no son of perdition, because if Donald Trump was a son of perdition, he'll be over there in Israel defiling that temple right now, because the Bible says when the son of perdition is revealed, he's going to say, I'm God above all God, and he's going to defile the temple of God, saying that I am God. I don't see no temple. You see the temple? If Donald Trump, the son of perdition, why he ain't over there in Israel causing the abomination of desolation? Matthew 24, verse 15. I told you, people, man, think before you speak, man. Please. Jesus. Let's keep going, man. Dang. Let's go back to Daniel chapter 11, because the Bible says he's going to wear out the saints. And I need to prove this to you, that what I'm about to read has not happened yet. Now, everybody ain't going to have to go through this, because I did a lesson called The Wilderness, the Place of Safety during the Great Tribulation. So there is a place that Yah has prepared for us to get to nourish you for 1,260 days. A lot of people think it's fake. A lot of people making up stuff, talking about we going on the continent of Africa and the Gentiles going to feed you. I never read it in the Bible. Y'all say, I'm going to feed you. Y'all say, I'm going to nourish you for a time and half a time. But they say the Gentiles going to bring us food. Boy, I'm telling y'all, boy, this stuff is crazy, the stuff I be hearing. I never read it in the Bible, the Gentiles going to feed us. Where it said that at? Y'all going to nourish us in the wilderness for a time and half a time. For 42 months or 1,260 days. He didn't say nothing about no Gentiles feeding us. The book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 31 through 37, man. And I got 3 more scriptures after this, man. Let's go and knock this out the park. And people wonder why we call ourselves the cleanup crew. Man, we call ourselves the cleanup crew because y'all be lying too much. If we was all teaching the truth, I wouldn't have to call myself the cleanup crew. I got to come and clean up the lies with other brothers and sisters that's cleaning up all the lies y'all telling. Just making up stuff, telling people just bold-faced lies that can't be proven with scripture. It's not about who's right. It's about the scriptures being right. Read what you said to me, brother. If you can't read it, why are you saying it? Read it to me. Don't say it to me. Read it to me. Don't talk the scriptures. Read the scriptures, bro. Daniel, chapter 11. And verse 31 through 37. And it reads, an arm should stand on his part, meaning armies, and they should pollute the sanctuary of strength, and should take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that make it desolate. I don't see that yet. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know that Elohim should be strong and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Yet they shall fall by the sword. Oh, when did this happen, y'all? I'm not talking about our original captivity. I'm talking about when this man is revealed. It say many shall fall by the sword. What else they gonna do, KJ? And by flame. Have y'all ever seen somebody put in the flame? I haven't. Have y'all ever seen somebody put in the flame like what Nebuchadnezzar did to Shadrach, Meshach, and the bad Abednego? Ain't nobody put nobody in no flame, man. Stop. But this man is going to do all these horrific things. Put you in the flame. He going to kill you by sword. They going to kill you by guillotine. Didn't the Bible say that I saw the souls of them that was beheaded? What they going to behead you with? Guillotine. They put it all in the movie, on the Purge movie. They showing you what they going to do. But we ain't afraid of that, man. Man, we want the kingdom. We want to rule with Yahshua. We want the kingdom, man. I want to go home. I'm tired of being in this place with these abominable people. That's why you don't never hear me say, Lord, please destroy America while my people here. They don't even make sense. Man, wait till you gather us, and then I know you're going to do what you want to do with this place. This place is going up in flames. But, man, don't be praying against this place while your people here, goofball. We got our elderly here. We got sick people here. And you're going to talk about America about to get nuclear bombs dropped on them. Why are we here, huh? Yeah, why are we here, huh? He going to drop bombs on them, huh? Boy, make it make sense, boy. Man. I don't pray for the downfall of America right now where my ancestors and my people are here, the elderly, the fatherless, the poor, the homeless brothers on the street. So he going to drop bombs on all these people, huh? That can't even take care of themselves. Need other people to help them and defend for them. He finna drop bombs on them though, huh? Whoo! Jesus. Verse 33, man. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword, and by flame, and by captivity, and by spoil many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be hoping with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries, meaning smooth words. And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them, and to purge, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. And the king should do according to his will, and he should exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women. Who don't desire women, y'all? Is it your presidents in the United States? Because all of them got babies. But when you look at the popes, oh, they don't desire women. Antiochus, he desired some woman because he had a son. But when you look at all your other popes, they don't got no kid. They don't desire women. So how is this somebody in America and all of them got kids? Common sense just ain't common. Let's go to Revelation 12 so I can show you that Satan is so angry with Israel. He hates Israel. Let me say this again. For all you nations who are always trying to boast against the natural branch, put yourself above the children of Israel, lying, telling people that Christ got a new church. Man, the church started in the wilderness when they came out of Egypt. The saints are the children of Israel. My elect are the children of Israel. So stop boasting against the natural branch, acting like y'all some big dogs over the nation of Israel. Sitting up here trying to read scripture all online and going acting like y'all evangelizing the people. No, you ain't. You evangelizing. All y'all do ain't doing nothing but evangelizing the people, man. You ain't evangelizing, you're evangelizing. You have no understanding, man. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of y'all just be quiet, especially of the other nation. You ain't no teachers, dog. Go sit down. We the teachers. The oracles wasn't given to you. Sitting up here thinking I'm going to sit under your tutelage, you done lost your mind, boy. Now, I'm not saying that the Gentiles can get some understanding. I'm not saying that they don't say things that's true, but I'm not finna sit under you. The oracles was given to the nation of Israel, not the other way around. So what we doing sitting under people of other nationalities, family? We are the one supposed to shine a light and be a light to the nation. They don't supposed to be a light to me, dog. We the light bearers. We the salt of the earth. We are the ones that shine the light of Yahshua and the Most High to the world, not the other way around, family. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, you got to take pride in who you are. It's a blessing to be who you are. We don't take this lightly. It's a blessing to be who we are, family. This comes with great responsibility. So why I'm going to give all this to a Gentile or somebody of another nationality and I'm going to sit under them? They going to teach KJ. No, partner, you ain't teaching me. You can go teach your Gentiles. You can't teach KJ. KJ can teach you, though, because guess what? Yah is going to reveal things to me, and I can see scripture that you have no understanding of. Even though you may get you some basic understanding, I can question you, and I bet you can answer them because the oracle was given to his people. That's the first thing I do when I see somebody arrogant. I be like, I got 5 questions. If you can answer the question, we can talk. Man, boy, I be asking them questions. They be like, man, I don't understand it. I be like, well, that's why you need to humble yourself down, bro. You couldn't even answer 1 out of the 5. And you think you're going to teach me something? It ain't happening. Revelations 12, man. Verse 6, family. Everybody want to teach Jacob, but nobody want to listen to Jacob teach. Everybody want to teach Jacob, but nobody want to listen to Jacob teach. Even our own people don't want to listen to us. They'll go listen to, what's that white man name be on the internet? I salute him for telling the truth, but what's his name? Something Stevens. Dana Stevens? Oh my God. We tell our people they Israel and they go to Dana Stevens' channel and be like, thank you so much, Dana Stevens. Oh my God, y'all bless you. But when we tell y'all the truth, you fight against us though. But you go give Dana Stevens all praise, honor, and glory. But when it comes to your own people, you fight against us though. And we telling you the same thing that Dana Stevens telling you, but you don't want to hear from us. You got to hear from the white man. Because the white man got his understanding from listening to the Israelites. But why you won't listen to the Israelites? Because you have a problem with your own people, but you'll go listen to somebody else. Something wrong with us sometimes, fam. Oh, thank you, Dana Stevens. This is so beautiful. Y'all bless you, sir. Oh, you telling the truth. But we telling you the truth. Ooh, but let me keep going, boy. I tell you. Revelations 12, boy. Let me hurry up, man. Revelation 12 and verse 6, man. This is when he gonna nourish you and take you to the wilderness. Satan is mad. He want to destroy the woman. The woman is Israel. Verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there. No, the Gentiles. That they should feed her there. Now the white people gonna feed us. That they should feed her there 1,203 score days. Jump down to verse 13 to 17. Satan is angry, boy. Listen to this. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman, which brought forth the man-child, which is Yahshua. And to the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, 1 year, times 2 years, and half a time, 3.5 years, from the face of the serpent. Oh, I thought y'all told me this happened already. What is the Lord doing, preparing a place for us to flee for a time, and a dividing of time? And y'all lying, telling people this already happened. Show me a man that ruled for 3.5 years on the earth right now. Who is he? Where he at? Where the man at? Verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth waters as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was what with the woman? No, the whole world. And the dragon was what with the woman? Now the whole world. And the dragon was walked with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Now, everybody. So nobody want to acknowledge you, Israel, right? But Satan is going against the woman's seed, the remnant of her seed. He's not worrying about y'all, man. Y'all, man, well, y'all nations don't. What are y'all going through? What's happening to y'all? Huh? You gonna tell me the devil did it? You have freedom. All y'all. Nobody bother y'all. The police ain't harassing you. Nobody trying to take your life. But my people, though, the real Israelites, Satan coming after the remnant of the woman's seed. It didn't say nothing about you. Satan hate us. He hate Israel. He loved the world because he got y'all doing the things that profit him in this world. Y'all giving Satan your energy. Just the fact you fighting against the chosen people of Yah, you have no idea you fighting against Yahshua. Because we bear the name of our king, goofy. You don't got to acknowledge who we are. Yahshua gonna make you acknowledge who we are. You ain't got a ball. He gonna make you ball. He said, I'm gonna make you lick the dust of my people's feet. And you gonna know that I have loved them. See, everybody know who you are. They just want to acknowledge who you are. Not in public, but when they eating at the dinner table with their family, oh yeah, they acknowledge it. Yeah, I know them niggers is the Israelites. But when they get out in public, I don't know if y'all the Israelite. Anybody can be a Jew. Anybody. But when they behind closed doors, yeah, boy, them black people are they the chosen people of God. I just can't say it out in public. You know why they can't say it out in public? Because jealousy and envy have gripped these people so tight that even your happiness offends them. Don't you know that your unity is an offense to these people? Your happiness, your smile, you showing your teeth, you dwelling with each other in peace and unity, that's an offense to them. Because you don't supposed to behave that way. You're supposed to be a nigga. You don't supposed to be civilized and productive. Not in their eyes, you're supposed to be a nigga. So that's an offense to them. That you behaving right and conducting yourself right and walking with integrity and love and compassion and mercy for your people. That's an offense to these nations. They hate it. That's why they jealous of you. They hate it. They hate to see you dwelling in unity. It's an offense. They despise it. But when you acting crazy, they love it. I'm going to always say this. The only time nations are at peace with you when you're at the bottom of them. When you're on the same level of them, you make them nervous. Because they know your intellect and your knowledge. Because supersedes them. And they can't have that. That's why they got to keep you base. Even the education system that they give you. You get the knowledge, you get the understanding, you go get the job, you become a vice president or something. They be hating it because your knowledge supersedes them. Yah is with you. But boy, when you cleaning the floor, boy, they are happy. You big old smile on their face when you just a janitor. But boy, when you the VP or the CEO, oh my God, they are furious. How this nigga get in that position? How you get that car? What you do? They always got to ask us what we do when we possess nice things. What you do? What you do? Hamite, white man, Asian man, China man, East Indian man, Arab man. What you do? Let me go and get done. Get y'all brother fired up in here. I think I done showed everything too. I think we good. Yes, we good, family. So I can get out of here. I'm gonna read these last couple scriptures, y'all. Then we good, man. Last couple scriptures and we good, family. I say this to the beloved nation of Israel. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about who you are. I'm going to keep saying it till I can't say it no more. Pick your head up. Pick your head up, Israel. Walk in the pride of your culture and your heritage. Let people think what they want to think about you. They say you're arrogant. Let them think you're arrogant. Nobody don't say nothing else about nobody else being arrogant and having confidence. But when it comes to you, you got to walk with your head down. And you got to not even much feel good about yourself. You know why? Because when you feel good about yourself, it makes people nervous. When you walk with confidence, they get nervous. When you talk right, they get nervous. Oh, man, this one of them educated niggas right here. That's what they say. They goofy. I'm just keeping it real. They goofy. All right, family, man, let's go and get done. So y'all see that Satan is coming after the woman, man. Verse 17. And the dragon was wrought with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Elohim and have the testimony of Yahshua. He coming after the woman. Now, don't get me wrong. This time of temptation, which is called the hour of temptation, it's going to come up on all the world. But I'm telling you who Satan hate, though. Why would Satan fight against the world that he want to continue to rule over? Y'all ever thought about that? Why would Satan fight against Satan? Why would Satan destroy what he loves? That don't make no sense. Satan trying to destroy us because we don't love it. We love what y'all love. We don't love what Satan loves. So Satan is coming after the remnant of the woman who keep the commandments and have the testimony of Yahshua, because we don't do what Satan do. We don't do what the world do. We live in the world, but we are not of the world. So Satan hate us for that, because we are teaching truth, and Satan can't have that, family. He can't have it, because we're on the right side of history, which is on the side of our King and our Father, which is in heaven. And Satan hate us for that, because we waking up in these last days. Now, if we was being foolish and ignorant, Satan will love us, y'all. But we ain't on Satan's team. We on Yah's team and Yahshua's team. So that's why he coming after the remnant of the woman. Because we have the oracles, the giving of the law, the covenant, the promises, the adoption, all given to Israel. So of course you're going to come after that, which was given to the people that can wake the whole world up and show them the truth that our Elohim is over here, people. This is where the truth lie. And Zion should go forth the law. The book of Daniel, chapter 12. Now remember, Satan coming after the woman, right? So what do this pope have to do, or this son of perdition? Because it is going to be one of these popes. I'm telling you right now, this documented history, you can go read it on your own. All these popes, they call themselves the vicar of Christ or the Vascarius Philada. You can go look this up yourself. It means 666. The Bible said it's the number of a man. The number is 666, which is the office of the Pope. Vascarius Philada, or vicar of Christ, which is the substitute for the Son of God on earth, or the substitute for Yah himself. Why you think they confess their sins to the Pope? Why you think they call him Holy Father when Christ said, call no man your father? Who you think Christ was talking about? Who was ruling in the time of Christ? The Roman Empire. Where do the Pope come from? The Roman Empire. What they call themselves? Holy Father. And they don't desire women. Let's go to Daniel chapter 12. And I got one more scripture after this, family. The book of Daniel chapter 12. Because the Bible says that Satan is coming after the woman who keep the commandments and have the testimony of Yahshua HaMashiach. Daniel 12, verse 1 through 3. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. But they saying it's already happened, though. Everyone that should be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Jump down to verse 6 and 7. Now remember, Satan coming after the woman. So what is this son of perdition going to do? Verse 6. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, that it should be for a time 1 year, times 2 years, and a half, 3.5 years. And when he should have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things should be finished. And how is he going to scatter the power of the holy people? Because Satan, the devil, gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. And the Bible just told you that Satan went after the remnant of the woman, because he couldn't get the woman that was going to the wilderness, because the Bible opened up the earth's mouth. And Satan, maybe he cast out an army, but the army got swallowed up by Yah. So Yah allowed many Israelites to get to the place of safety, which is the Mount Sinai. That's the place where he's going to protect his people for time, and the dividing the time. The same thing he did when they came out of Egypt. So Satan couldn't get them. So guess what the Bible says? He went to make war with the remnant of those that keep the commandments. Where he found his remnant at? They didn't get to the wilderness. Because everybody ain't going to try to go. You know why? Because some people are telling other people, you don't supposed to run. You're supposed to stay here and go through it. You know how crazy that sounds? That he prepared a place for you to flee and you ain't going to go? You're going to listen to somebody tell you got to stay here? Family, read for yourself, family. That's all I can tell you. Read for yourself, man. Please read for yourself. Please. I'm begging you. You will stop and you would not be deceived if you read for yourself, man. People are saying all type of things that is just not true, family. You don't have to stay here in America or wherever you scattered at. You can get to the place of safety where Yah would nourish you for a time, and the dividing of time, while the son of perdition is whooping this world's behind. Because he gonna do it. Oh, you better believe it. He gonna do it. He gonna wear this world out, man. Let's go to the last place, Matthew 24, because after all this is accomplished, the Bible says when he have scattered the power of the holy people, all this should be finished. And once all this is finished, who gonna return? Matthew 24, and this will be last. Here come y'all king. You know the one with the woolly hair? You know the one with the locks in his head? Well, how you know he got locks? All you got to go do is read the book of Songs of Solomon. That ain't Solomon talking. That's Yahshua talking through Solomon. Songs of Solomon is a love story between Yahshua and the children of Israel. And he said, open up the door, my love. The locks of my hair are getting wet. He said locks. White men don't have locks. Christ said locks of my hair is getting wet by the dew. I'm just going by what he said. He said locks. All right, Matthew chapter 24, 29 to 31. Matthew 24, verse 29 to 31. Once he have scattered the power of the holy people, here come Yahshua. And it reads, immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. That's the lesson, family. Pray somebody got some understanding. The connection between Jeremiah, Daniel, Zechariah, and John and Revelator. As you notice, they all spoke the same language. They just worded things different. We showed you through the scriptures the connection from Jeremiah to Zechariah, Zechariah to Daniel, Daniel to Jeremiah, and Daniel to John the Revelator. That's the lesson, family. I pray somebody got some understanding. I say Shabbat Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel. I got some great and powerful lessons coming up for y'all. I didn't already set them up. Then I already did the artwork. I got some great lessons coming for y'all, family. I'm going to show y'all about the hour of temptation. I got the 70 weeks of Daniel. I got the lesson coming up with the elders on the 6th of the next month. And I also got one about Abraham's bosom. Did the rich man go to hell or not? I'm going to show that too. So thank the Most High Yah in faith in Yahshua that he give understanding, he give wisdom, knowledge, because I define riches not by what somebody told me. Everything I've been taught in my life, I got to refrain my mind. I've been brainwashed by Caucasian people. Let's just keep it real. I've been brainwashed by these people to speak this way, to talk this way, to use these words. I don't look at riches as money, because when people define riches by money, they boast and try to make somebody else feel bad by what they don't have. Riches to me is wisdom, knowledge, understanding, a sound mind, health, your family doing good, the hedge of protection. That is riches. Because what can you exchange for what Yah is giving you for your protection? What can you give him in recompense for his love and compassion? So riches to me is defined by how Yah define riches, which is wisdom, knowledge, understanding, your family doing good, your children doing good, everybody in their right mind. You have all your faculties. You provide for your family, even in this economy. Even people are losing certain things, but you not losing nothing. He got that hedge of protection around your house, around your car, when you go to the store, when you come back home, when you go to work. That's riches. That's riches. Not riches as the world say, but riches as Yah say. Because if you're going to go by riches what man say, you're going to be chasing the wind. Because now you're trying to compete and obtain something just so you can showboat in front of other people and say, look what I got. But just like the wind, you're going to dig in your pocket and it's going to be gone. Some people get a whole life chasing money. And when you ask them, what's your purpose in life? I don't know. Because you chasing the wrong thing and you don't even know your purpose in life. So that means you got a bank account full of money with no purpose. So after you done bought everything that your heart's desire, then what? You still ain't got no purpose. Even though you really have a purpose, you just don't know what it is because you've been chasing the wrong thing. Is there something wrong with money? Absolutely not. But I wouldn't chase it though. Because if I'm supposed to have it, y'all gonna open up a door where I can just get it. But if I gotta chase it all my life, it ain't meant for me to get it. My whole life I gotta chase money. My whole life. Tell my old man, I'm just man now. And then they be lying to us. Man made $30 million last year. They asked the man, what you want to do in 2026? Man, now I want to make 50 million. Boy, don't you know how stupid you sound? You sound like the rich man in the Bible when that man went and put all that food in the barns to store up for many generations. And y'all told that boy, you fool. Boy, you about to die tonight. And who gonna possess those things that you was putting up for yourself for many generations? People worry about the wrong things, family. How you gonna look down 10 years down the line talking about what you want to obtain? And boy, you don't even know what tomorrow gonna bring. If nobody don't have no questions, y'all, like I said before, y'all brother KJ love y'all with the Pure Heart family. I want y'all to listen to my new song that I created. I'm gonna put it on the playlist for y'all. I haven't forgot. Y'all brother just be very busy, but I got y'all. But this is the new song that I created, and I want y'all to check it out. We are the salt of the earth, family, and we are the main characters. Always remember that, Israel. You are the main characters.
Try to dim our shine, but we glow too bright. With a beat and a drum, with a fire at night. Hey. We walk through the storm, turn the rain into gold. Hey. Carrying stories that never grow old. Hands to the sky, feet on the ground. Wherever we go, we turn it around. Hey, we the main character, we the salt of the earth. From the roots to the stars, we define the work. We the rhythm, we the soul, we the song they rehearse. We the main character, we the salt of the earth. We the main character, we the salt of the earth. From the roots to the stars, we define the work. We the rhythm, we the soul, we the song they rehearse. We the main character, we the salt of the earth. Hey, 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 we the salt of the earth. Every step we take echoes through time. Yeah. Built the pyramids, climbed the mountains, we shine. Yeah. From the fields to the stage, we rewrite the tale. Yeah. Even when they doubt us, we prevail. Hands to the sky, feet on the ground. Wherever we go, we turn it around. Yeah. We the main character, we the salt of the earth. From the roots to the stars, we define the work. We the rhythm, we the soul, we the song they rehearse. We the main character, we the salt of the earth. We the main character, we the salt of the earth. From the roots to the stars, we define the work. We the rhythm, we the soul, we the song they rehearse. We the main character, we the salt of the earth.
In the words of my beloved twin sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson Bad with the scriptures. And my beloved CUC family. Big salute to my brother Sharshan. Big salute to my elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat and worldwide to the four corners of the earth. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah want to say shalom to the mighty nation of Israel and look up, for your redemption draw nigh. Salute, family.